when you have an allegation or a complaint about your staff, the first thing you ought to do is at least hear his or her own side of the story. The system is corrupt, but it's not corrupt for someone that has the funds and finances. And for you to be able to be sponsoring a lady that you have not gotten a yes for, you should have been able to have the finances to get yourself out. Then another ground where I can falter is if actually, because we don't have the fact here that she's the one that reported him, but if actually she's the one that escalated an issue of fraud against him to the company, then that is very, very devious of her. It is very, very bad that we are in a system whereby someone will be arrested and there will not be evidence and that person will be detained for 6 good weeks. It is horrible.
Hi viewers, welcome back. It's the HR Anonymous show. I'm sure you missed my face. Yeah, of course. It's nice to be back. So welcome to the platform, like the only platform where you hear waiting the pepper people out there in the workplace. The only place where you can share your workplace stories and experiences. It's just HR Anonymous, no other place. So thanks for watching our videos. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for the comments and the likes. Do not forget to send your own stories. Send your own stories to us at hranonymous@thebegshows.com. You can also send via our WhatsApp 081-1466-9924. And of course, on that note, today we have interesting and fantastic stories for you. Stay right there. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. Rachel, powerful Rachel.
Okay.
Take us into today's story. Let's see what we have.
As you are staying tuned, according to Christiana, as you are staying tuned, just wear seat belts. Anybody that does not have seat belts, wear your belt. Any belt you see, wear it. Because this any belt, wear it. Because this story is about to be a roller coaster, so that we not go fall down now. You understand? So our Anonymous is saying, dear HR Anonymous, I am currently in a dilemma. No be me, na Anonymous. Anonymous, our Anonymous likes, our Anonymous. Okay, let me enter these shoes. I liked the lady at work so much, and I started making advances at her as a result. So during this period, I spent a lot of money on her, talking stage now. I give her this and that, and I paid for professional courses for her. I paid for 3, not 1 or 2, 3. And the list of those professional courses is 50K each. And after 6 months of I'll be thinking about it, this lady declined my advances. My heart was broken. And in the spirit of, no, I cannot go down, like I cannot suffer in 2 places, I asked her for refunds of all my resources, monetary resources. I applied enough pressure on her, and she gave me back more than half of the thing I spent on her. 2 weeks later, HR called me that I'm being investigated for fraud. Apparently, after I asked them fraud, wetin happen, what could have happened? Then my could have been love of my life, that's LOML, escalated me for what I never did. I was arrested, humiliated, harassed. Make I read them again. I was arrested, humiliated, harassed by the Nigerian police and tortured for weeks. On the basis of no confession and no evidence against me, I was released and the case was dropped. HR Anonymous, I feel that this is so wrong on all grounds. I am not just jobless, but my reputation has been severely damaged. I want to know if I can take legal actions or just forget about what just happened. I'm also tempted to show this lady pepper, like attack her outside work. I don't know what to do. How do I rebuild my reputation from here? So now let me come back. I tell Anonymous that it's not that you are just jobless or that your reputation has been destroyed. You even lost LOML, love of my life.
You know the song where they call Destiny Helper. You are my Destiny Helper. That is who the guy is.
Investor.
Yeah, I understand. You are investing. You are sowing seeds because you want to reap 6 good months. 6 months. If I get belay for 6 months, it will not already turn human being for my stomach. I don't understand. So you were pushing a lady, you were following, you were waiting for response for 6 months.
The fund is there. Don't worry.
You understand?
The fund is there.
So what do you think, Kelechi? What do you think about the whole dilemma
She cannot do
of
that.
our
You cannot do that.
How do you know about that?
No,
How
I
would
do.
Kelechi is an Igbo guy.
You got it. Kelechi wants
So,
to follow woman for 6
The
months.
truth is this, so you asked the lady out, and you guys don't have an agreement yet. There's no understanding yet, and you are funding the relationship. You're the only one. You are in the relationship alone now.
No.
You are in the relationship alone.
He's not funding the relationship.
What is
He
he doing?
saw somebody he likes and is investing in her.
That's what I'm saying.
He's not like fund.
He's doing
He's
contract. No,
Oh,
he's doing
wait.
contract. I don't
He
understand.
saw someone he likes, and he assumed the role of a father.
He's
He's
But he really assumed the role of husband.
But
Yes.
really, let's just say this thing. There are some people that when they meet you and they have taken interest in you, they just want to do stuff that will make you grow. Probably you're at a place that sometimes it happen. That person is not at a place like the person is not at par with them. They want to actually probably level the person up or something. It happens. People want to do that for people they want to settle with or that they want to have something to do.
See,
It's the
know,
reality it happens. I
sometimes-
don't think he has done anything wrong.
Sometimes all of these guys doing it, I spent a lot on her. I paid 150K for 3 professional classes. One thing is, some of them they are not doing it because they've actually seen a future with you. Some of them want to do it so they can get a yes.
True.
You understand? Because they understand that some ladies want you to show that truly you love me. Because I don't know why a lady was postponing you for 6 months.
She saw
There
the
was no
opportunity.
yes, because the story was clear. Sorry, I'm going somewhere. The story was clear. He said that the lady was postponing. He was making advances, but there was no response from me. So if you want to give money, you want to be my destiny helper or my pillar, I don't understand. So I'm not saying it from the angle, though he might be doing it because he wants to invest in the future. But another thing is, he might also be doing it because he wants to convince the lady that truly I love you. Guys do that out there now. Do you understand? They want to show you that I like you. Now why are they dish this money? They give you
If a guy is doing that, that will be on the basis of funds that you don't really mind you don't really mind.
So
I won't be doing that with the intention of, if you say no to me, I will have to get that money back.
That's another thing. Probably you should have stated it to the lady that I'm investing this thing. I'm doing this thing because I'm expecting you to say yes. But you cannot just assume that because you are giving her 50K, then she must give you a yes.
So this is it. This is it. I want us all in this gathering that we are to be very, very realistic.
We are.
And look at it from the angle of a Nigerian girl, a typical Nigerian girl. I feel like, yes, I would say a typical Nigerian girl. I feel like that lady wasn't outrightly coming out that I don't want anything to do with you.
You are assuming.
Yes, I like to assume that. The lady didn't bluntly, hey, Jesus.
No,
English they had. But you understand what I talk.
I get you.
The lady didn't just outrightly tell him that I'm not interested and all that. You were still she still give excuses of, I'm still writing these exams and I want to focus fully on my exam. I want to shake in. It happens. This thing happens.
Yeah.
I don't think that the guy had done anything wrong. I feel like love is not a crime. If love is a crime, love is not a crime.
I'm only saying it might be wrong in the fact that you should not be expecting that she will give you a yes. It's a 50-50 thing. She might decide to say no, and she might decide to say yes. I don't know if you get my point.
I do
so
get
you having it at the back of your mind that, okay, because I have done this for this lady, you are expecting a yes. And remember, staying too long for 6 months is already giving you a kind of red flag that this lady might end up not saying yes.
Now, marriage proposal.
If I want to say yes, even the second
relationship.
Yes.
I'm going to say something, and I'm going to even go back and talk about the lady. I feel like she was a little bit greedy. She was a little bit greedy because you have to be sincere. Any lady that a guy makes advances towards, if he starts doing you favor, he starts doing you good, you already know that it's because this person wants this thing. But you kept collecting without hope of giving him a yes or not giving him. I don't think that that's fair.
But I think you are looking at this from a very wrong perspective here. So we all agree here. We guys, you said coming from a perspective of a lady as a Nigerian girl, as
Yes.
sharp girl where you be. So me as a sharp guy where I be. As a sharp guy where I be. I saw you, I liked you. Every Nigerian guy will agree with me. I won't start training you through university and paying for your professional courses and every other thing. First of all, I will have to ascertain the fact that yes, this is going somewhere.
True.
No Nigerian guy will just come and see you and will start throwing money at you.
That's not
overnight.
true. I don't agree.
I must first of all ascertain that yes, at least this is going somewhere. Before I start training you, I start being your parents.
So,
and
so
all
No,
that.
I do not agree. That no Nigerian guy. I do not agree.
Something. Now, in your own case, now let's assume that you are one pretty sweet 16 of 8
Ah,
girl that you are.
Figure eight.
You don't
Like
mean
this.
it.
Thank you.
Hourglass.
Your high
You
is
don't
like
mean
this. So now she has not given you a yes. So when you now start doing something like giving her money, paying for this and that, what is your intention at that moment? Are you trying to do it just because you want to do it, or you're doing it because you want to get a yes, or you're doing it because of what?
I think you're forgetting one thing here. I'm an Igbo boy. There won't be that phase of giving you money. We'll rather go out and chill. You drink, you eat.
You eat suya.
There won't be professional costs involved.
But really, I'm not going to fault this person. Okay, let me not say I'm not going to fault him. I'm not going to entirely fault him, because you know that there are some things, it happens.
Yeah.
Some people, you just like people and you see yourself naturally doing things for them.
them.
You know, some people, that's some people's
Nice
way
guy.
of expressing their
it
love.
happens.
Nice
There are
guy.
people that once they meet you and you guys are cool, the next day they are sending you food, they are sending you gifts, they are sending you stuff. That's their way to show love. We all have different ways of showing love. They show love by gifting you. Some people show love by telling you, making you know that they are concerned about you. And that lady might have talked to him. This is what I'm
now
doing.
the thing is, what I want you to understand is, this is the scenario I'm trying to paint. You are a young man, you like this lady. You've not gotten a yes, right? But still you are trying to show concern, show care, show love. You are permitted to show all of that, but you're not permitted to have it at the back of your mind that she would say yes.
True.
Do you get my point? Because
True.
you're not being forced to do it.
You're not compelled.
So you might just be doing it because, you like this person. Trust me, there are some guys that they are not even expecting a yes. But just because they want you to understand that I feel a thing for you and I care about you.
And they'll keep doing it. They don't even
So my
stop.
own problem now is coming from the fact that he was surprised when the lady said no. Do you get? So he was surprised. So he should have known for 6 months now. Can you even follow a lady for 6 months?
She maternity leave or anything. Basically, I understand he's carried away and probably he has lost his phone and I feel bad for him. But I can cut him some slack in the aspect whereby the organization arresting him. From I love a lady, I want to go out with you, and I'm assuming the parole of a parent, to me being in the police station. How?
No, I think he was arrested because of a particular fraud case that the HR
That he knew nothing about.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell that's the problem I have with this lady. Reading the whole of this story, this is why I think that she is greedy.
So what's
Because
the evidence?
On what ground can we say that she's the one that reported him?
Are you in my mind?
he would have known. He said he made enquiries because there was actually, from this story, there was actually no fraud. There was actually no fraud because there was nothing that could have been proven against him that he did fraud.
Exactly.
I think she was just
no
trying to get back at him because he applied pressure to collect some of his stuff back.
Yeah, it's possible.
She knew what she was doing.
It's actually possible.
I think the guy is a victim here.
It's actually possible. It's possible. But I'm not seeing any kind of point, like a kind of direct evidence that this lady plotted the arrest or the detaining or the
How can you
harassment or whatever.
prove?
Do you understand? Because the anonymous is the one sending us the story. So we've not, if possible, maybe we can hear from the lady.
I think she's the one.
We can hear from the lady. I don't know.
think that she's the one. Because she's the one that the guy offended in the organization now.
Oh.
And if you made enquiries and they said she's the one, I feel like she's the one. I will not. Yes.
Yeah,
I will think that she's the one.
I'm not feeling
Yes,
it.
I will think that she's the one.
And you want to have
that.
a belief that he was detained for 2 weeks.
He was detained
He
for
couldn't
weeks.
provide
Yes.
himself with attorney. He can't provide himself with defense. He doesn't have any family member.
Attorney,
And he
you are in
slept
Nigeria.
there for 2 weeks because
And
of
you are in Nigeria.
a so-called lady that we don't know her views. We don't know her side of the story. You understand? Reported to the HR that he has a fraud case.
Kelechi, we are in Nigeria.
Yes.
The lady didn't arrest him. The organization arrested him.
Yes,
Arrested
they did,
him,
but I mean,
sorry.
he slept in the station for what? 2 weeks. How long? How long is it in our constitution for someone to be
It's
detained?
supposed to be 48 hours, I guess.
So you want to have me believe that someone was detained for 2 weeks?
Yes.
2 weeks.
Yes.
This is Nigeria.
Hold on, I'll tell you something.
Yeah.
With no evidence.
We know.
With
Yes.
no evidence.
Yes.
No proof.
Yes.
With no evidence, no
Yes.
proof.
Yes. We know this is we know the country we are in. We know it's only right that you're not detained for more than 48 hours.
Yes.
But you are in Nigeria. That's the reality. Somebody that is powerful, more powerful than you, might do you anything and get away with it. Some people are currently in prison, a lot of them,
For years.
are waiting trials for years. They have not even been to a courtroom to decide whether they are guilty or innocent.
So,
And they are still there.
give me a second here. I want to believe that this is someone that paid the minimum of 50,000 naira for someone's professional course, right?
True.
The minimum of that's the lowest,
True.
50,000 naira.
True.
And you pay for how many courses? I think 3.
3 professional
Yes.
courses.
3 professional courses.
Yes.
You might as well send her abroad. So, and after doing this, you slept 2 weeks in a police cell.
Yes.
Where in the constitution, how is it you can be detained without evidence? Is
Yes.
how many hours? 48 hours. That's
yes.
52 days.
Yeah.
And you can't be able to afford yourself with a powerful attorney.
See,
Oh.
this is it. The
Like,
fact that
Where do you get the finances to fund her when you can't fund your own freedom?
Even aside from funding or getting lawyers, I think they are still what's it called? Lawyers, like all these what do
Pro
you call them?
bono. Pro
thank
bono.
you, that can still take up that kind of matter.
I know they are pro bono lawyers, but how many pro bono lawyers do we have? And what is the assurance that the luck is on your side
It's
to get
just
somebody
because
to defend you?
the whole system is corrupt.
Yes.
That's just where the problem is coming from.
Exactly.
The system
Because
is corrupt because of
He
money.
might have made effort to actually do that, but then it's not working, and then it's still there.
I'm not trying to tell you that it is possible. You cannot rule out the fact that this guy was not locked up for weeks without evidence.
I'm not ruling
You're in
it
Nigeria,
out.
bro.
I'm not ruling it
You're in
out.
Nigeria.
I'm not ruling it out. But we're
So
saying
what's the
yes, the
point?
system is corrupt. But it's not corrupt for someone that has the funds and finances. And for you to be able to be sponsoring a lady that you have not gotten a
That
yes
you should
for,
have done something.
you should have been able to have the finances to get yourself out.
I'm going to pray one prayer for you. Yes, now. Just open your hands and say amen. Open your hands and say amen. May you not have issues with somebody that is more powerful than you. Somebody that is more powerful than you. Now, where your own connection ends, now there another person connection begin.
Exactly.
That thing where you think is a big connection. I know somebody in the army. You go show us that person where you know for army. Now they self-team for the person where I know for army. You understand?
Very, very, very unlawful. Like very, very unlawful. I feel the staff or the guy can even get ahead and sue the organization. Because it's more like a violation of his human rights.
Yeah.
Like total violation of his human rights. The problem is they still did not get any evidence. They still didn't see that he actually did this thing. So they had him detained for 2 straight weeks. You can go ahead and sue them.
And from what I can tell, there was no compensation. There was nothing.
I'm not sure. Nothing like that. And his own business is about the lady.
No,
And
he's
he's
angry.
abused lady.
I
He's
think
two
he's still in
abused
love.
lady that did him dirty.
He's still carried
That
away.
lady that people are supporting.
He needs to wake
She's
up.
one that did
See,
him
the only
dirty.
thing I'm going to fault the lady for is sometimes you already know from day one. I don't like this guy. Maybe because he's short. I mean his belly looks like 3'3". I don't know. Or because his head is hexagon. You don't just like you don't just like the guy. You already knew. But because you feel that make I just keep him for one side, this one will come up one day. You were collecting the money. That's the only thing I would fault the lady for. But the guy was wrong because you were doing this for a good 6 months. I don't understand.
I think that for a guy, sorry, Kelechi, you were saying something. For a guy to be going on about something for 6 months,
Means the love is real.
not only the love is real, the lady was giving him green light before she finally, because this lady looks like someone that is deceptive to me. Yes, before she finally turned around. Yes, I'm judging. I'm not even assuming. I'm judging. She looks like she's me. How can you open your eyes and somebody is investing that kind of money on you? If not your brother, you go agree. And for your mind, you know, say you go talk yes.
Darling.
If not your brother, you go agree.
I'm going to support the lady only on 2 grounds. One is this. if you don't have any interest on someone and you know that person's intention towards you is to have something real with you,
Yeah.
you shouldn't take that person.
No, I disagree.
I can actually cut him a slack.
No.
And say that.
No.
However, he's also am I permitted to use the word foolish?
Please go ahead.
And abuse our anonymous.
No. I'm not abusing, but it will be foolish that you don't have anything tangible with someone. You understand? And you're using your hard-earned resources to fund this person on a ground that one day this person will say yes
It's
to me.
romantic pursuits.
Then another ground where I can falter is if actually, because we don't have the fact here that she's the one that reported him, but if actually she's the one that escalated an issue of fraud against him to the company, then that is very, very devious of her.
The lady is a demon.
That is very devious because of what he got back. How many percent of how much he has spent?
More than half.
More than half. Oh, that guy is a tiger though.
See,
that guy should work as loan recovery officer.
I swear, bank credit should hire him.
Rachel and Kelechi, I'm not going to agree with you guys. I'm not going to agree that you people are seeing the lady to be a whatever. Because
she's a whatever.
I can use the word gold digger. She's a gold digger.
She's not a gold digger.
No, she's a gold digger.
Let me tell you something. There are guys, there are men out there that they've already seen that this girl look bad on me. Yes. But they want to show you that I can convince you. That's number one. Wait, that's number
true,
one.
You're right.
Number two, you will see some guys that they're actually trying to follow up on a babe. It's not working out yet. They talk once in a while. It could be once in 2 weeks, 3 weeks. And when they talk, the lady comes down and I'm even trying to do a particular course. I don't have money yet. And they'll be like, how much is it? Just because you want to show to me that your head is there.
Why did you ask him?
I'm not asking him. During conversation, I can decide, wait now. Wait, when love matter, they enter body. You know, people will be discussing.
We know those conversations.
Get out.
Then he decides to step up.
So he will not carry himself. That there's money.
Do you know who does that? Do you know who does that?
Who?
Someone that has sufficient.
Yeah, that's what I'm
For
saying.
you to go back and demand for that money, it means that you don't have it.
So please hold on. Sorry, hold your thought. I'm sorry. I'm trying to go somewhere. When I'm telling you that young man, I'm trying to do a course. You'll be like, your own account currently is overflowing. Send your account number, baby girl. I will collect it.
Christiana,
I will collect it. We don't have a contract of agreement.
Christiana.
Yes.
Christiana, this
should not tell the lady that she's one.
I understand you.
Yes.
I understand you that it was not banned. And they don't put gun for your head before you drop that money. I understand you. Never pray for me because so that you don't go change out to
I will still change out.
So this is it. You know that this guy likes you. That's already a leverage for you. I think that
strong one.
Yes, it's already a leverage for her. I think that she would. You don't like this guy. There is no point saying I want to do professional course. I don't have money. You are using start to beg. It's a lie. I do not agree. I do not agree.
Then again, self, come to think of it. Is love? Should that be a yardstick to you being kind to a lady?
Yeah. Of course. Why
you have to be kind?
Why you go love me?
Do you know why?
No. I want to understand. So he's only doing that because of he's looking forward to maybe having a relationship with her. So that is not a yardstick for you to do something nice.
See, Nigerian girls, sorry. I'm just using myself. I'll be Nigerian girl.
All of us.
They will tell you that. See this guy and he won't date me. This stingy guy, I don't feel date stingy guy. Do you understand? So that put this thing on him to prove his worth that he's not a stingy guy.
Yeah.
You have this thing, and they cry for this thing, this professional course. Now, if you take me higher for my career and you talk, say you love me, and you're not doing anything about it, that will still be what the lady will use against him in the end. And you don't say for that shot. You don't say for that shot before. You don't tell him he shot, but money no shot. He shot, but money no shot.
The money no shot. Now the demand for the money back.
He
asked for the money.
And they talk say you are saying that he shot,
like a guy.
but in your hand his money is not shot. You are taking it.
Who they see money?
But that's general. Don't you put sugar for your mind to say you no go lick am now.
If you don't want that, you go spit am.
See.
If you want sugar, they cut person for tongue. If you don't want that, you go spit am.
So I think from what Kenichi is trying to say, I think you're saying something close to, can't we still have the guy being kind, but then not wanting something else in return? Now only Jesus Christ, they do that kind thing. No.
Okay, and I think he also meant that can you be kind and not super kind? Can you give her only food and not give her money for course?
Or you say your gas has finished.
I mean, there's a
person.
white line between, okay, I went out with you and I spent money and we
You
both
and this
had
you're
fun.
going out. You feel like they like they carry woman go chop
Why not now? Where we go they
One
talk?
cup boy, you know
Now where we go they
You
talk?
see this skeleton?
You go chop
Now where we go talk?
You go chop the attire.
Where we go talk? Where we go talk? Before we talk about professional course, we don't suppose go promised land now.
Wait till
Ah! Kelechi is a bad guy. Kelechi is a bad guy.
Salvation don't suppose
which
come.
of the promised land are you talking
Now
about?
you know.
The promised land. The promised land.
But to be sincere, let's be very serious here.
Yeah.
I mean, it is very, very bad that we are in a system whereby someone will be arrested and there will not be evidence and that person will be detained for 6 good weeks.
See, that organization is
And that
mad.
person is tortured.
It is.
It is horrible.
Very, very.
It is very
See,
bad.
Speaking to the organization, I
is
can
very
even say
bad.
that probably that girl, you know what Yoruba used to call Daleru? Scatter house. That girl might be having something to do with the MD.
Though we don't have
They will
evidence.
now
Though we don't have
We are not
evidence.
sure.
Though we don't have
We are not
evidence.
sure.
There is no evidence
I
to
would
back
like
that
to
up.
assume that, okay, is that okay? Is that okay?
Why would you assume that? I
Is it not my head? Is it not my
nobody
assumption?
will hear that someone is scheming off his organization and that person won't take action.
Of
I
course.
will not go and say that, okay, because of this person reported me and his fraud case that he has something to do. I mean, there's a white line between that.
Of course.
The man is fighting for his money.
No, this is my
And
point.
we don't know the amount in question here.
Yeah,
No,
we
this
don't-
is
we
my-
don't know what
this
the
is my
fraud-
point,
what of the
Kelechi.
fraud.
This is my point. You feel that somebody did this kind of thing. You have no evidence.
Exactly.
You have no confession.
Mhm.
And you think it is okay to detain them
That's what we are
for
saying.
weeks. I think that if there is nothing to eat, if she's not sleeping with the MD or whoever detained him, that thing cannot happen like that.
See,
That's
trust
my
me,
own.
Trust me. Even let's even take the part of the lady out. The organization themselves. I think they are the one that went ahead to get him arrested and
Yes.
True.
So it's not even about the lady now. For the arrest I'm talking about, it's not even about the lady. It's about the
It
organization.
is wrong.
Because trust me, if the guy wants to sue whatever, he's going to sue the organization.
True.
Not the lady.
Not the person that reported.
Not the
Do
lady.
you understand? But what I'm thinking is it appropriate for guys to actually embrace rejection? A lady does not want you. Forget it. Because me, I'm thinking, why do you go ahead and say you want to collect all the things that you gave him? I don't understand. Now when I must collect my 50,000.
You were not compelled to do
He
that.
no go collect return on investment.
Which return on investment?
ROI.
He paid for professional course. Okay, why don't let's say he pays for ICA. You understand? For her to be satisfied as an accountant, he pays for that. Why don't let him go back to the organization and get back the money from the somebody?
You go ask for the
No, you
Me?
don't get the guy no get
Uh-uh.
profit. The guy no get profit.
You
You
can
don't
The
get
money go dey there
capital.
first.
You can ask. Okay, your own
The
point.
money no go
You
dey
don't
there.
even spend the money at all from your
That's where I fought him.
Mm,
You don't have any concrete agreement with this lady.
mm.
First of all, you're supposed to sit down with this lady before you
Your
start
own
pulling.
at all.
No, to be sincere, you're supposed to have this way we are getting it wrong, and most guys get it wrong.
Okay.
Most guys, they go about in Nigeria. That's one of the major mistakes we make. You see a lady you like and you start throwing your resources in hope that she no be Nigerian gain and money now she go believe that. It is wrong.
Hmm.
You might do all that, and at the end of the day, she just say no, and you can't do anything
But if
about
you are
it.
not showing
So
the money,
you're
you're not
supposed
taking
to
it
you're
seriously.
supposed to
Some
have
people they collect their money back. For this Nigeria, they go
Ah.
drive. Cause others, I'm in my house, come and beat me. They go drive, come your house, they go collect everything back. I think that
that's if he meets a very reasonable. The
I
lady is
think
even
that-
reasonable to even give him up to.
I understand what you're saying,
Yeah.
but you have to apply
She gave
pressure.
nothing. She gave nothing to him.
But you
Nothing
have
will
to
still
apply
happen.
pressure. All I'm saying is that if you know that professional course no be small thing. If you self wan excel for your career, if you wan use the certificate take do something wey good, you no go do bad way for person take get the certificate.
I mean, I'm not seeing it from the angle of graduate or 419. Actually, I'm seeing it from the angle of you wanted to do something and then you did it. You were not forced.
She saw an
You
opportunity.
were not forced. You were
She
not
took the
compelled.
opportunity, and you saw a hole and you dug it deep.
I
I'm
just
not even seeing hold anywhere.
No. From the first day that I'm talking to you as a prospective.
prospective
Fine.
prospective LMN.
Yeah.
Not
From the
of
first day
my
I'm talking to you as a prospective, I should be able to deduce that this girl now money she want to, or she's actually feeling me.
Okay.
And we are in the same office space for 6 months. For 6 good months. this young man couldn't deduce. I don't know if he's young because it's not stated there. But you can't deduce that this lady, she doesn't really like me.
Some people can pretend. That's how the girl will now say, I took your name to my pastor and our pastor said that you are not compatible.
The idea is to see beyond. The idea is to see beyond the pretense. Because she saw an opportunity. Maybe the professional course that he pays for, the family can't afford it for her.
True.
You understand?
Maybe.
So she saw an opportunity that, yes, this person has the finances and this person is going to pay for it. And this is going to elevate my career. Will you advise her to say no to that?
No, I wouldn't advise her to say no to that.
Opportunity comes but once. Continue.
So I'm just going to say something in probably rounding up my own part of this story. I'm just going to say something. At what point are you now supposed to say, I think if you are being fair and if you are being honest, it's actually okay for you to say, I hope you're not doing this because of this. You can say, it's not realistic. Nobody wants to do that because but if you want to be fair to the other person, really, and putting yourself in the other person's shoe, I hope so not because of this thing they do like this. So I no one date you. You have been clear from the beginning. Then it makes sense to me. Do you understand? So and the organization too. I think that they didn't do well for that guy.
Wrong.
And I'm going to answer a question the anonymous is asking that we have all probably didn't remember or something. It was telling us that he's even thinking to physically attack the lady or take claws into his hand. I would say no, don't do it. Count your losses and move on. Take your L.
It happens, brother.
Count your losses and move on. Because that 2 weeks, how many weeks that you go, the next one you will go will be years
for life. And if she dies, you are gone forever.
So now, I think rounding up my home points, I do understand you. I do understand the fact that, okay, the lady should have said something, have a conversation with the guy. Okay, hope you're not doing this because of this. But I'm still trying to make you understand that there are guys that even when you've said all of that to them, they want to keep trying.
True.
So I'm saying it. I'm emphasizing on him insisting because it's a whole 6 months. So I feel he would have seen instances whereby you should know that this girl is not ready to do a thing with me.
True.
But he was still like, let me keep trying.
It's persistent.
That is my own stance.
I get you.
I commend you.
I get you.
So I'm not really faulting the lady. Like I said earlier, I'm only faulting the lady because she knew she was not going to do it. So she should have made it clear that I am not doing it. Then if he wants to keep doing it for that Christmas, glory be to God. Do you understand? So, but for the organization, trust me, if the guy wants to go ahead and sue them, he should, because they did a total violation of his human rights.
If people need lawyer, call Christiana.
No.
Kelechi, rounding up, what would you say about
So me, I actually believe that I'm focused more on the organization. You understand? When you have an allegation or a complaint about your staff, the first thing you ought to do is at least hear his or her own side of the story.
Hearing.
So you heard a complaint of fraud case. You had a fraud case against one of your staff, and you didn't investigate. You didn't ask this person a question. There was no any proof, and you went ahead to arrest this person, and you detained this person for 2 weeks. And this person, and I quote, according to he was tortured for 2 weeks. And okay, finding out that you guys made a mistake, rather than dismissing it that way with a compensation and saying you're sorry, people just dismissed him. That is wrong.
It's because she's sleeping with the MD.
That is wrong. That is wrong. And I believe that our anonymous here should sue the company.
Okay, sue the bastard.
This is lawyer Kelechi. You
That's impersonation. That's impersonation.
No, anonymous can take keep up Kelechi.
So please, guys, you don't have to keep pumping your financial resources just because you want to chop something.
But you can buy suya.
No deal. Well, you can buy suya.
You can buy suya. I don't call you.
Are you still ready to be going straight to the next story that we have?